What if peace wasn't something you had to chase anymore? What if it was already waiting quietly, somewhere you forgot? Imagine waking up where the world feels slower, softer, and kinder. A place where time does not rush you out of bed. Instead, it gently invites you to stay a little longer. The air feels different there, almost like it's breathing with you. You open your eyes, but nothing demands your attention immediately. No notifications, no noise, no invisible pressure weighing you down. Just a quiet morning stretching across rolling green hills. Sunlight slowly spills over the horizon, touching everything gently. It doesn't rush. It lingers like it has nowhere else. You hear something faint, almost like a whisper in the distance. A soft melody floats through the air, calm and ancient. It feels familiar, even though you've never heard it before. The kind of sound that settles deep inside your chest. You sit up slowly, feeling a strange sense of peace. Outside, the world seems untouched by chaos or urgency. Trees sway gently, like they are dancing with the wind. A narrow path curves through fields glowing under golden light. Somewhere nearby, a small stream hums its quiet rhythm. You realize something unusual is happening inside you. Your thoughts are no longer racing like they always do. They're slower now, softer, almost like they've taken a break. When was the last time your mind felt like this? When was the last time you weren't trying to catch up? That question lingers longer than you expect it to, because deep down, you already know the answer. It's been a long time, maybe longer than you remember. Somewhere along the way, life became louder than your own thoughts. Every day turned into a race you never agreed to run. And yet here, that race feels completely meaningless. You step outside, feeling the earth beneath your feet. The grass is cool, slightly damp with morning dew. Each step grounds you deeper into this quiet moment. The melody becomes clearer now, gently guiding your attention. It feels like it's leading you somewhere important. Not a destination, but a feeling you've been missing. You follow it slowly, without thinking about why. For once, you're not questioning the moment or overanalyzing. You're just there, fully present in a way that feels rare. And strangely, it feels like this place knows you, like it's been waiting for you to finally arrive. You notice a small cottage in the distance. Smoke rises lazily from its chimney into the calm sky. It feels warm, safe, and inviting without saying a word. The kind of place where stories begin without effort. You pause, taking in the stillness surrounding everything. Nothing feels forced. Nothing feels artificial or rushed. Even time itself seems to slow its own pace here. And then it hits you unexpectedly, almost like a realization. This is what your mind has been craving all along. Not more information, not more noise, not more distractions. Just a moment of quiet where you can finally exist. A moment where you don't have to prove anything or become anything other than who you already are. The melody deepens, wrapping around your thoughts gently. It feels like it's calming something you didn't notice before, a tension that's been quietly building inside you for years. You didn't even realize how heavy it had become, until now, when it starts to slowly fade away. And for a brief moment, everything feels perfectly balanced. Not because the world changed, but because you did. Because you finally allowed yourself to pause. And in that pause, something powerful begins to shift. You begin to wonder if this place is real, or if it's something deeper, something within you, a forgotten part of your mind you never explored, a quiet space you never gave yourself permission to enter. What if this peaceful morning was never far away? What if you've been carrying it inside you all along, and all it ever needed was your attention? Not tomorrow, not later, but right now. Because this moment is all you truly have. And maybe, just maybe, that is enough. But what happens if you stay here a little longer? You decide not to leave this moment just yet. Instead, you follow the melody deeper into the landscape. Each step feels lighter, as if something lifts from within. The world around you becomes more vivid with every second. Colors seem richer, sounds feel clearer, and thoughts grow quieter. You begin to notice details you would normally ignore. The gentle rustling of leaves becomes almost hypnotic. A bird sings somewhere nearby, his voice soft and intentional. Even the wind feels like it carries meaning. It brushes past you like an old friend returning. You reach the small cottage you saw earlier. Its wooden door stands slightly open, welcoming without words. You hesitate for a moment, unsure why you feel drawn inside. But curiosity gently pushes you forward without resistance. Inside, everything feels warm, simple, and deeply peaceful. Sunlight filters through a small window onto a wooden table. On it rests a cup of tea, still gently steaming, as if someone knew you would arrive at this moment. You sit down slowly, absorbing the quiet energy surrounding you. There's no urgency here, no need to rush anything. The melody now feels closer, almost like it surrounds you. It flows through the room like a soft, invisible presence. You close your eyes for just a moment, and suddenly, memories begin to surface from somewhere deep, not loud or overwhelming, but gentle and meaningful. Moments from your life you rarely think about anymore. Times when things felt simpler, more honest, more real. You remember being fully present without even realizing it. When joy didn't need a reason or explanation. When peace wasn't something you had to search for. You open your eyes slowly, feeling something shift inside. It's subtle, but undeniably powerful in its quiet way. You begin to question something you've always assumed. Why did life become so complicated over time? When did you start believing that constant stress was normal? When did silence become something uncomfortable or even frightening? The truth starts forming quietly in your mind. Maybe nothing actually changed outside of you. Maybe the noise was something you allowed to grow, a collection of expectations, pressures, and endless distractions. You sip the tea slowly, feeling warmth spread through you. It grounds you even deeper into this moment. The melody shifts slightly, becoming softer, more reflective. It feels like it's guiding your thoughts intentionally now, not forcing anything, just gently showing you something important. You realize how rarely you sit with yourself like this, without a screen, without noise, without needing constant stimulation. Just you, your thoughts, and the quiet around you. And strangely, it doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore. It feels necessary, almost like something you've been missing. You think about your daily routine back in the real world. The constant scrolling, rushing, planning, and reacting to everything. Always moving, but never really arriving anywhere meaningful. Always connected, yet somehow feeling disconnected inside. That contrast hits you harder than you expected, because here, everything feels complete without needing anything extra. No validation, no comparison, no endless chasing of something more. Just presence, simplicity, and a quiet sense of being. You step back outside, feeling slightly different now. The same world surrounds you, but you see it differently. The hills feel wider, the sky feels deeper, the air calmer. It's as if nothing changed, yet everything did. And then you realize something that shifts everything again. This place isn't giving you peace. It's reminding you that peace was always yours. Something you buried under layers of noise and distraction. Something you forgot while trying to keep up with everything. But now, it feels closer than ever before, almost like you can reach it any time you choose. The melody fades slightly, leaving a soft echo behind, as if it's asking you a quiet question. What will you do when you leave this place? Will you carry this feeling back with you, or will you forget it like everything else? And that question lingers longer than anything before. That question doesn't leave your mind as you stand there. It follows you like a quiet shadow you cannot ignore. What will you do when you return to your world? At first, the answer seems simple and obvious. Of course, you'll try to hold on to this feeling. Of course, you'll remember this piece and recreate it. But then something inside you hesitates unexpectedly, because deep down, you know how this usually goes. You've felt moments like this before, haven't you? Small glimpses of clarity that fade when life resumes. Times when everything made sense, but only briefly. And then the noise returned louder than before. The pressure, the distractions, the endless rushing cycle. It swallowed those moments without giving them a chance. So what makes this time any different? That thought hits harder than you expect, because it forces you to face something uncomfortable. Maybe the problem was never the outside world. Maybe it was never about time, or circumstances, or luck. Maybe it was something much closer than you realized, something you've been avoiding without even noticing it. The melody returns faintly, almost like a response, not louder, but deeper, more intentional than before. It feels like it's revealing something hidden beneath everything. You close your eyes again, but this time it's different. This time, you're not escaping into the moment. You're looking directly at something within yourself. And what you find is both simple and unsettling. You've been running, even when you thought you were resting. Your body might stop, but your mind never truly does. It jumps from thought to thought without permission, always searching, always analyzing, always trying to stay ahead. And slowly, quietly, it drains something essential from you. Not your energy alone, but your sense of presence, your ability to fully experience the moment you're in. That's why peace feels so rare and distant, not because it's gone, but because you're never still enough. That realization changes everything in an instant. This place was never magical in the way you imagined. It didn't create peace out of nothing. It simply removed the noise you constantly carry. And in that silence, your true state revealed itself. A calm, steady awareness that has always been there, waiting patiently beneath layers of constant distraction. You open your eyes, but now you see differently. The hills, the sky, the cottage, all remain the same, but their meaning feels completely transformed. This place is not an escape from reality. It's a reflection of what reality can feel like. If you stop filling every moment with unnecessary noise, and suddenly the fear begins to fade, the fear that you will lose this feeling again, because now you understand something much deeper. You don't need this place to access peace. You only need the ability to pause intentionally, to step back from the constant stream of everything, to allow silence instead of resisting it. The melody begins to fade again, more gently this time, not disappearing, but becoming part of something larger, like it's merging into the space around you. And then, a final realization settles quietly in your mind. You've been searching for something you never actually lost. You've been chasing calm in a world designed for noise. But calm was never hiding from you. It was waiting for you to stop running, waiting for you to finally notice it again. That changes the question you were asked earlier. It's no longer about holding on to this feeling. It's about remembering how to return to it again and again, no matter where you are. Because this quiet morning is not a destination. It's a state you can choose at any time. And that realization feels more powerful than anything before. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, just quietly life-changing. So the real question now becomes something entirely new.